back to Houston Life. In honor of Military Appreciation Month, we are focusing on issues many veterans experience, especially when adjusting back into civilian life. One organization with a branch in Houston has made it their mission to help those who served.
U.S. VETS is a nonprofit organization that supports more than 20,000 veterans every single year with things like housing, career placement, and counseling. Here with more about their mission, Dr. Taylor and David Traxler. Welcome to Houston Life. It is great to see you both, and we are so proud here at KPRC2, our community initiative. We have partnered with you. Doctor, I'll start with you. What is the focus of the organization? Because for so many veterans, these are things, something like housing is so basic, but it's something they really struggle with.
Absolutely. So the main thing is stability. So that's what we offer. We offer stability first. And the way we do that, we do mental health counseling first, and that gives the veteran the ability to kind of get back to himself. Then we focus on individual stabilization plans, and we do that with housing and employment. So we get the person housed, and once we get them housed, we allow them to get employment services, and then once they're housed and permanently housed, we follow them after that. We provide aftercare services. We follow them up to 6 months to make sure that they remain housed.
David, when we talk about all of these easy, simple things that, come so easy to other people, and then we talk about veterans, how big is the community play in supporting these veterans too?
At U.S. VETS, we have found we cannot do what we do in supporting our veterans without the community support. It takes a community of what we do, and we have a lot of partners that come along around side of us that support us in our capital needs, as well as simple things like classes. And we feed. Last year, I think we provided more than 38,000 meals to veterans, and so we have community that helps support us in that. And
just those numbers alone, by the way, and I'm sorry to jump in, it's staggering for us to hear, wow, 38,000 meals. That underscores what a great need there is in the community and just how much work still needs to be done. We mentioned the mental health component of this, gentleman, and that is such a critical thing. I'm so glad that as a community we are finally talking more about mental health, because that can sometimes be a huge barrier to the sustainability you are mentioning.
Absolutely. So what we do is we make sure we get find an individual plan, a treatment plan for that vet, to make sure we get to the meat and potatoes of what's really going on, and then we provide trauma-informed care, evidence-based approaches, solution-focused therapy, cognitive behavior therapy. We provide art therapy to get the vet involved in art things. So we do a little bit of innovative approaches as well, just anything to get the vet back to a place of stability.
Let's talk a little bit about the spokesperson, Patrick Henderson, for your national brand for U.S. VETS. If people aren't aware, why don't you give a little bit of background on him?
So his story is, it shows you how easy or how quickly things will just start going downhill. Downhill. He by circumstances he lost his job, and shortly after that he lost his house, and of course he was sleeping in his car, and one day he went to go get something to eat, and his car got stolen. So he was sleeping on a bench before he got introduced to U.S. VETS, who helped provide him the stability that he needed around him. And it's interesting how quickly something like that can happen. And even in my own story, I retired from the Marine Corps in 2021, and I was prepared for 2 months of not having a job. I was not prepared for more than 6 months. And you talk about mental health. I struggled with depression. You go from being the breadwinner of your home to not being able to support anybody, and luckily, I got the job here at U.S. VETS, So.
It is the ultimate irony, too, that for our veterans who have done so much for our country, that we just, sort of leave so many of them out there to figure it out. That's where U.S. VETS comes in to try to fill the gap. Congratulations, by the way. We hear you are moving to a larger facility, and this will enable you to serve even more of our veterans.
It is. We've been in the same location since 1997, and we have outgrown the facilities of where we're at. And we're moving into a place where we'll have 157 rooms and plenty of office space to grow our programs and the support that we offer veterans. And of course, we're moving a little bit further up north, right off the Tomball Freeway up by Willowbrook. So,
for people who want to get involved and they want to help to volunteer, how can they get a hold of you?
Come to usvets.org. We're open arms to anybody who wants to help. We're always looking for volunteer opportunities. We have the Memorial Day event coming up, so definitely come out to 4640 Main and come help us.
Okay.
Talk a little bit more, by the way, Dr. Taylor, about this Memorial Day ceremony, because this is happening on Memorial Day at U.S. VETS in Midtown, the current location. At noon?
Absolutely. So you guys come out. It's 4640 Main. We're going to present the colors. We have our human resources director. She's going to say the prayer. We're going to talk about all the fallen soldiers and whatnot, and all the programs that we do at US Vets.
I can't think of a better way to spend Memorial Day than join that event.
Come on down.
Yeah, it really is a lovely thing that y'all are doing, and I encourage our viewers to mark their calendars and come out and do that. So many people on Memorial Day, they think about the shopping and sales and all those things, but I think it's important to take a moment and remember why we stop and celebrate Memorial Day to begin with.
Exactly, and we're excited about the event. We got a lot of community partners that are going to be a part of it. That's going to make it a successful day for us.
Wonderful.
Come make Camo your car.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, all right.
Dr. Taylor and David Traxler, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate your work.
Thank you very much.
And in the meantime, if you would like to learn more about services or to connect with the team over at US Vets Houston, you can visit their website, usvets.org/locations/Houston, or you can give them a call, 832-986-8217.
Wonderful organization.